like try harder, like, but he was like, it doesn't go in. So after getting golf in 2015, I figured that having a fast car will get you into communities. So if you have a normal car, you can get into a modified car shows where you can modify the cars. I'm not into modifying the exterior of the car. I wouldn't want the car to look good but drives like shit. I want a car that looks good and drives good. So when I got the golf, the first call I got was from my friend who owned a golf, and he was one of the admins of the golf group called V-Dubs. He called me up and he was like, would you like to join our club? Because the golf hours are really welcome and we would like to have one more addition to our club. I was like, so we'd like to have one more addition to our club. So I was like, okay, let's just do that. I joined the club, and the first event was the Al Drive-In meet back in 2017, and we met there and we went for the club, and the drive was amazing because you see all your same kind of cars like in a line, and you follow each other and everyone starts making noise. At that time I didn't have an exhaust on. I was like, people are like popping and popcorn and stuff like that. I'm like just crying along with them. That was the time when I got to know about the club thing and went for the meet. When I got to the meet, I forgot people recognize you. People kind of like are happy because you are there and you are in the same group, and the group is just a good family. I'm like, wait, this is the community I was looking for. Well, if you have a stock car, you might not be exactly a part of the community. You might be an addition. You might be a guest there. But when I started tuning my golf, I started with the IP catback exhaust, and that was a big change in my car. When I started that thing, and then after that I got a tune for my car. After the tune and everything, my car became a thing. So it was like, and I changed the color of the car after I changed the tune. So that's what I said. Make it drive fast, make it drive good, and then change the look of the car. Once the car got a good makeover, and that was the time when I became a good part of the community, and then I got involved in 2 more clubs, and from there 2 more other clubs. So 5 clubs in total in 1 year. That was the change that I had, and I started posting videos on Instagram, my Snapchat. Things went up from there. The biggest story I would actually mention with that is I met a blood donation charity group in a car meet. That was the first time I'm meeting something that is not related to car stuff, and I could help them promote their business, and I could help them get more awareness. So that way I kind of like got attention towards that area without being a part of it directly. So being in a car group, you get to meet all these clubs and organizations and associations that come to your car meet, and they talk to you about the stuff that they do, charitable, social, helping people, so many things like that. So one of those things was at the blood donation. It really worked really well. I was happy doing that. And in the future, inshallah, if I am blessed to own R35, the GTR, or an Aventador, I would be literally letting kids have rides in the car, and yeah, please come over, because supercar owners are kind of arrogant. I don't know, maybe it's not true, maybe it's true, but the ones I've met, most of them were like, yeah, this is my car, what do you want? I'll be the guy who has a Lamborghini but has an attitude of a guy who owns a Civic. So I'd let the kids have fun with the car. 18-year-old me had big dreams of cars. The 27-year-old still has those dreams. That hasn't changed. The 18-year-old had passions. 27 has the passions. Nothing has changed. What has changed is the knowledge about cars, that a lot of people skip it, because people can call themselves car people. People can call themselves petrol heads when they don't know the difference between the WHP and the BHP. You can't call yourself a car head person, please. As you grow up, as you meet people who are into cars, the real ones, the ones who can get their hands dirty, who work in garages, who are actually into cars, then you understand something that you don't really know much. So the thing that has changed is that back then I used to think I know a lot. Now I know that I don't know much, but I have the will to learn more. That's a big difference. I had a thing of lowering the car, and I did it with the cruiser. Bad idea. And if you remember the old Mulkiya system, so he took my Mulkiya and he was like, Habibi, ما يدخل. I told him, جرب مرة ثانية يمكن يدخل. حاول أكثر. شد عليه شوي. Like try harder, like, but he was like, it doesn't go in. I had lowered my front end of the car. I had lowered it very much that there was no gap between the tire and the body. So I was stopped for my matte finish. I had a blue matte finish on my car. So I was stopped for that reason, number one. But when they saw my Mulkiya's color is everything is fine, they looked for the Makhfi. Makhfi is 30%. It's okay. They looked for the tires, balloon tires, but it's fine, like towards Samia. And then they checked the clearance. and they put the mulki, it wouldn't go in. And there was a time when I got a pound for a radar, which was like 70 kilometers an hour extra. That was the biggest trouble I had. Nothing bigger than that. I'm a very safe driver. I would change because I haven't reached my goals yet. I haven't reached my ultimate car dreams yet. So no one knows my dreams yet. But if I had that kind of impossible cash, and if I had that kind of an impossible or you know what do you say, limitless modification, whatever you want to do, I would mix up. Literally, I would marry Germany with Japan. I would like put them together and just merge them. I'll be like, you happen like that. So I would go for. Let's start from the chassis. I'd take anything between 1980 and 1989 Mercedes. That's like the ultimate. You can't beat that. The engine and the mechanical parts, 2JZ. That's the thing. I mean, you can't play with that. So imagine a car that looks German but does ratata like a Japanese car. That's like a mind-blogging thing. Like you don't know what's happening with the car. So I would take a 2JZ from a Supra, and I would say that is my engine part, and the works, the exhaust, everything will be custom made according to what I want. The noise and everything and the cancellation, you can do that work. So I'll need all the ratatas there. Now going to the interior. Interior I'd like German, but I would choose Alcantara. The entire body will be inside Alcantara leather with my color finish. The car would be grey. I like the grey color. I'd like the charcoal grey, which is like darkish, but it looks very shiny, a little bit shiny. Interior would be a darker shade of grey with stitches from a Ferrari red color stitch, which will be the stitch on the steering and the gear head, the gear knob, and the sides of the doors and everything. I wouldn't put LED lights and bullshit like that. So the interior will have digital system of the Merc S500. So I'd like the S-Class interiors with the digital display and everything, with the even the smell producing things. I would do that. Looks protects the car like a German, makes a noise like a Japanese. Interior will be like you're a VIP. So that's a mix I would like. The body shape, I'd actually go for the Maybach, because the Maybach, I kind of like the way it looks. I kind of like the flow it has. So it'd be like a two-door, okay, a two-door or a single door, luxurious Maybach looking, but drives like a Supra. I have the thing of collecting cars with the same number plates. So that's the thing I had, even bigger than my head, because my dad got this number plate. As you know, 61614 was my thing. He got the A code, and I was like, I should continue this legacy. I took that I took that number from him, and I put it on my Cruiser, and then I got the R code and the N code. So I have 3 cars, 3 different leagues, and same number plates with 3 different codes. So that was what I wanted to hit as a goal in my first phase of my life. Now I'm in the second phase of life. Now I'm looking for bigger things. There's going to be a third phase, which I won't reveal now. Maybe in the next interview we have, maybe 2 years in the future, I'll be revealing the third phase to you.